My name is Bob Hale, and this is my brother Rick Hale, and we're the owners of Hale Brothers Farming. And we've been partners in farming for 30, 40 years. We've been partners a long time. Our dad was a farmer. He worked for other people. And one thing that I do remember growing up was I said to myself at a young age that I was going to say I lived on a farm, but it was my farm, not somebody else's farm. So Dad was a hell of a farmer, and we grew up in farms really up and down basically this Butter Creek Valley, and eventually grew lots of potatoes and onions. We're the largest onion producer, grower, shipper, packer in North America, and with customers all over North America.
The soil is very rich soil. It's very deep soil. It retains a lot of water. It's a heavy sandy loam soil. It's anywhere from 15 feet deep, 10 to 15 feet deep, with a gravel layer below that, so it's well drained. And that's what makes it so well for root crops or bush crops or anything else. We don't have any subbing or anything like that. It's all well drained, heavy soil. I would say that it holds between 2.8 and 3 inches per foot of water.
It has so to me, it's got physical attributes or physical components that make it a hell of a farm and a good place to grow crops. But I also have a little sentimental value, but I think it's aesthetically. It's in a nice setting in the Butter Creek Valley, beautiful views, good bird hunting. It's just a pretty spot. We originally, when we bought the farm, we had the Butter Creek rights, which are flood rights from snowmelt. And then we had wells. Some wells were drilled, so we had well water to add on top of the flood water. And then most recently, we put a connection to the Columbia River, and we added Columbia River water on top of that. So last year, we spent, to connect the Columbia River, we participated in a water arrangement with 2 other local farms, and then ourselves, and our share of that infrastructure investment was $2.4 million. So we spent $2.4 million on pipe, pumps, valves, components to connect this farm to the Columbia River. We probably spent the last 10 years working on that process.
Well, the good thing about our soil as far as berries go is it's very deep, well-drained soil, and well-drained soil is crucial in blueberries because the excess water they do not like at all. The soil is deep and holds a lot of water, and so you can maintain consistency on your watering for your berries. The other thing is the valley itself is the temperatures in the valley. Generally, when we have high temperatures or just normal temperatures, in the evenings, this valley will cool down sometimes 10 to 20 degrees lower than the areas around it. This year has been a very hot year. We've had record-setting temperatures, and there are other berries in the area. There are other berries as far as the Willamette Valley. This year, with the extreme weather, there was thousands of acres that were damaged. There were acres that were a total loss. We're basically at the end of our harvest right now, and we'll harvest our entire crop with good quality. I think one of the reasons that is because of where we are in this valley and how it cools in the evening, so it cools the pulp temperature of the berries down. Good thing about berries in this area, and especially on our farm, is that we jumpstart the berry market in the Willamette Valley. We are a week to 10 days earlier than they are. So our berries are in high demand. Generally, our berries are larger in size on an average in the area as far as the Willamette Valley goes. Our tonnage is probably higher because of the heat units that we get here.
What I used to say is, often when I would talk to customers in the vegetable business, I'd say, thank goodness I was born in the Columbia Basin because it's a great place to grow vegetables. You know, it's made me look really good, but really it's just a lot of heat units, clean, clear water. It's just a great place to grow crops. That's why the California market and other areas, if they could find ground here, they're buying it. We grew our operation from this farm, 1,000 acres, to at a peak we were doing 50,000 crop acres a year, and processing plants setting onions, you know, across North America.
This whole valley is a generation farm valley.
Yeah, of course.
It is a generation. I mean, this ground does not come up for sale. I mean, all the people that are around us are generation farmers. I can't remember the last time a farm was up for sale in this valley. A lot of history in this valley.